Hello, and in this episode we are talking about siphons. What's a siphon, Richard? Well, a siphon is an energy sponge. A siphon is somebody who steals energy from other people. But Richard, there must not be people like that in the spiritual community, because it's all love and light and unicorns shitting out rainbows, isn't it? No. No, it is not. Okay, so yeah, don't get me wrong, they're not everywhere. But there are a few. Okay, I know a few, and again, as always, I'm not going to say who they are. It won't be fair of me to do so. Yeah, you'll meet siphons in your everyday life. Okay, the best way I can describe it is that they're people who come along and you're in a good mood and la 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 la, and they come along and they're miserable. Okay, this has gone wrong. This isn't going right for me. Poor me. Blah 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 blah. And they lock you in, and then they end up talking to you for about an hour. They then leave going, oh, I feel a bit better now. And it's not because you've given them any advice, it's because they have stolen your energy. They fuck off, and then you're left like this. Oh my God, I feel completely drained. Okay, now there are things that you can do to protect yourself. I believe I did a video on it, which will be on my YouTube. But yeah, there are things that you can do. Now, that can happen in everyday life. We also get it in the spiritual community though. Now, they tend to be readers of some sort. And they do, right, okay. And what they do is they feed off people's energies. Okay, now, some of them will think that they are high vibrational, and some of them will think that they're doing the work of God and they're good spiritual people. A lot of them will know what they're doing. A lot of them will know that they're dipping into the darker stuff, and a lot of them will be doing it purely for their own greed and ego. Okay, now one clever way to spot a siphon, okay, and again this is generalized, is if you're at an event, have they got lots of people with them, or at least one person? Now, I know lots of people who take people to events, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying that they're siphons. However, one of the things that you can generally spot is the person with them the same age as them, or more likely younger? Because younger people have tastier energy, let's say. These people are energy vampires. And what they do is they suck and they feed, okay? And they normally need some kind of victim with them that they can feed off, okay? Now, the victim will probably be one of their friends, ironically enough. But yeah, they use this energy and they suck off them. Now, being an energy worker and being open to the energies, I can generally feel these people coming a mile off, okay? And if they're a little bit on the stronger and learned side, these tend to be the ones who like to chuck a good old psychic attack towards me. Now, if you're not familiar with what a psychic attack is, it's basically energy. Now, I don't do it, and I don't because it's fucking wrong, okay? The best way I can describe it, and it does vary from person to person depending on their energy, it's like having your soul electrocuted. And oftentimes I will start shaking because this is like my soul is being electrocuted. It tends to come off people who are siphons because they vibrate low. Okay, now, ever since I stepped into what's called my divine energy, okay, went from being triggered into that, believe it or not, I am vibrating extremely high. Now, a lot of people say that I'm low vibrational because I get a bit ranty. Okay, I rant because I'm passionate and I want change. Okay, yeah, I'm vibrating quite high. Now, my energies often trigger the fuck out of these people. Okay, I don't even have to say anything. I can just be in their energy, and I know a few people who are vibrating quite high as well, and they do the same. So it triggers them because they don't like it because they're vibrating low, okay? You know, they go around these events, they suck the living daylights out of people, and a lot of the time it's in an attempt to make money, okay? You know, these poor bastards, they come for a reading or whatnot, and they get told all this stuff and this, that and the other, you know, and then they leave feeling really down, okay, and then they'll go along the lines of, well, yeah, well, you know, if you come back, I'll do you another reading at some point, and they get sucked into this bullshit, basically. So, yeah, just be aware they are about, protect your energies, okay, if you are an empath, one of the things I tell my clients is to visualize that you're putting on some kind of armor, okay? Could be old-fashioned armour, you can go for the Iron Man thing where it kind of shoots over you, and it should just give you a little bit of extra protection. There are other methods, please go and research them. That's the one I tell my clients. Now, people will still come up to you, so if we use that example as before where, you know, somebody comes up and drains you, they will still come up. However, they're more likely to kind of be there for 5 minutes and then be like, oh, look at the time, I'm best be off, and it just helps to protect you. Don't believe everything people say, okay, in this community. You know, it doesn't matter how many years somebody's been doing something. It doesn't matter what their following is, okay. Don't believe everything they say, okay, because there are also a lot of people who use negativity to suck you in, okay, and they try and trap you. So it could be an actual reader who's telling you stuff, and then they're kind of like, oh yeah, you know, come back to me. Classic one is if they're doing mini readings, and they'll breadcrumb you, okay, and then they'll say, oh, you're gonna have to come back to me for a full reading, okay. Another way of feeding off you energetically and financially. Other tactics are to, you know, keep you trapped in a bit of a loop. So if you're going for development, telling you, you know, well, you're not there yet, you're not there yet, you're not there yet. Money is wrong. I've done videos on this before, so this isn't news if you follow me. But yeah, just be aware of siphons. They're not very nice. You know, if you are open to your energies, protect them. You know, follow that. If your energy feels a little bit icky, it's probably because you're around a siphon, okay? They tend to be a bit miserable. They tend to be moaning bastards. Put it that way. Anyway, that's another part of the dark side of spirituality. Until next time, ta-ta for now.